So hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a homeschool plan with me. Today, which is Monday, I'm going to show y'all how I plan the homeschool week. This week our theme is going to be space. We're talking about Mae Jemison, we're talking about constellations, astronauts, all of that stuff. So I'm going to share a few resources that I'm using, kind of how I go about picking these things and stuff like that, and just some things that I order, free resources, all of this stuff. So yeah, for the past few months, the girls have been asking for a telescope to go outside and look at the sky and stuff like that. We haven't got them one yet, but I'm like, okay, there's an interest there. So whenever there's an interest, I try to find different things to kind of, you know, add on to whatever they're covering, what they're curious about and stuff like that. And so yeah, that kind of how it went. We never really covered space in depth. We kind of, you know, talked about the planets and the sky, but not like in depth like we're gonna do this week. So first thing I do is think about the things that I want to cover. I usually do things on Eliana level, so kindergarten, first grade level, and then I try to do more crafts or easy hands-on things for Keziah. But I always try to teach on Eliana level or above, just so that she can get covered. She can cover certain things, she can be challenged, and it's not too easy for her, right? So that's that. And then what I do is look around the home for things we already have, whether that's books, hands-on things, puzzles, you name it, workbook pages, whatever the case may be. Whatever we already have, I try to utilize that first, because you know things can get costly for homeschool, and we all know what I do. I like to get the things that match. So I like to get the little hands-on manipulatives. I like to get the craft kits and all of that. But you know, I'm pulling back a little bit, and I'm just using what we have here. So I'm going to show you the things that I pulled so far, and then I'm going to show you some videos or mention the videos that they're going to be watching, as well as some resources for like audiobooks and stuff like that. Uriah is in the back. He wants to come in here. So I'm going to speed this up. It's not going to be very, very long, but very detailed, I would say. So the first thing I did was look around the home for the things that we had. And I know we had this little solar system puzzle from Learning Resources. They haven't opened it yet, so I'm going to show y'all what's in here. Although you can see it from the box, but it's a little globe. And then it's really nice. And then it comes with the planets, the names is already labeled. And then it comes with an astronaut, a rocket, and then some more planets. What else is in here? The sun, and a little activity guide. So that's what they're going to be using primarily this week for the visual. And this is going to be good for Keziah to, like, you know, get the feel of the shapes and things like that. For planets, it's been a while. We don't really cover them often. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I think this is glow in the dark, so it's going to be really cute and cool for them. And so that's the first thing. It's going to be a hands-on type thing. Today's going to be like an introduction, a type review for like the name of the planets, stars, the sun, how many planets there are. We learn a few facts about each planet for Eliana and stuff like that. And so the next thing I have is the space bingo. So as you can see, this is more realistic. It has real images, and so this is really good. You know, you want to show like real life things or images, because you know this is very cartoony. It's good for like labeling and just hands-on things, but in terms of them seeing it and knowing exactly what it is, I try to go with hands-on things. I mean, like real life images. And so the space bingo is just that. They're going to be able to do this. You can either do it this way, match, or you can, you know, read the words. I call it the words and then match the picture. This is more so for Eliana, and this will be more so for Keziah. I'll be able to help her. So we're going to do this. Even if we don't use it as a bingo, we're going to use the pictures just for labeling. I may have them, you know, write some words on the board and they go erase it as they bring it to me or something like that. So yeah, that's two things that we're going to use this week for the little hands-on solar system or space. We're also focusing heavily on Mae Jemison. Mae Jemison is going to be like the person of the week. Next we have workbooks, and so I showed these workbooks in the other video, but these are the super smart kindergarten, and I have a super smart preschool as well as first grade. And so there is a science section in this book, so I just wanted to see what was already in here before I start printing off things. And I need to find it again. Okay, hold on. Okay, one of them is already up. So I'll try to find something for Eliana and Kazaya. So this one is going to be for Eliana, and it's talking about constellation. Outer space, she already did this page. I don't know when. Some of the answers are wrong, so I'm going to review that on this page. And then we're going to do this page. It's talking about constellations, and it has a few questions so she can work on her handwriting and stuff like that. So that's just what's already in her workbook. I don't have to print it out. And then for Kazaya, we're going to be doing something simple. For her, it's going to be some tracing, if I can find it. Okay, so one thing is going to be a planet search. I think you have to count the planets and write the number. That'll be her practicing handwriting. And then it was another page. Oh, it talks about, this shows the constellations as well on this page, so they can have similar activities. And then it's one more page, things up in the sky, so she can trace these. So I try to utilize things that we already have here. And so those two works are already here. I have this cute little video thing that I'm going to show you guys from Scholastic. There's a lesson on Mae Jemison. It shows a real life video of the sky and astronauts and all that. So they're going to really enjoy learning like what it's like, what she had to wear, how she trained, many facts about her life. And there are also some activities that I'm going to print out. Another thing we're going to do is use the magnetic tiles for hands-on building like the rocket. I also found something on Teacher Pay Teachers. That's why I got my laptop on, to show you that Teacher Pay Teachers, you can find free activities that you don't have to buy or purchase, just download. And it's on math, so it's going to be like 10 frames and addition, stuff like that. But it's going to have planets on there and astronauts and all of that. So I don't have to make it myself, which is something I was going to do because I do enjoy that. And then from Kazaya pre-K curriculum that we just use for the themes is sharing like different books that we can use, and different hands-on crafts like the telescope, using a paper towel roll. I did order a book. It's a Dr. Seuss book, and it's going to be here tomorrow. So I'll share that, just a picture on here, just so y'all can know what I'm talking about. And I want to say that's it. We have like 3 or 4 hands-on crafts that we're going to use or make. And one is going to be a rocket. One is going to be like star themed. I think I saw something really cute where you can make constellations using white pipe cleaners and beads. So we're going to try that and see what we can make. And then I feel like that's it. The biggest thing for me is to build vocabulary, to make sure they understand what they're reading, for Eliana to get a chance to get a deeper understanding of things that she's been curious about. So the telescope is something they're always asking for. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a lot of time. I do have to print things off and laminate, but for the most part everything is already done. Today's gonna be like a review introduction, like I said, and then tomorrow we're gonna get more hands-on with it, with the videos and stuff like that. So with videos, I try to do like a YouTube or an educational site like Scholastics or something like that, where I know the source is good, and then from there I typically want to do a book. Now I have found this site called Books, which is an audiobook type thing. It's free for homeschoolers. You should check that out. And we're going to use that for this book on the Earth and the planets. It's very animated, it's very cartoony, but I think they'll like it just for the sake of this week. Keep it simple, short and sweet. Every day we try to go over what we learned, and then I always have them talk about it past so we can go over it. So I think that's it, and I'll be sharing more in my next video.